What is up, everybody? My name is Jay. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Jay Sinky channel. Sorry, had to. Have you ever had one of those blueberry muffins? They're real thick. Anyway, had to get something. I haven't eaten in a couple hours, so I had to get something down. But anyway, guys, I went out fishing yesterday, and you know what? I got skunked. Guess what? It happens, especially to us pond hoppers. And I only went out for a couple hours. That's about all I have sometimes here and there. I've gotten a little bit busier in life, but I'm still trying to bring you videos. That's something I'm really trying hard to work on. I put it on my list, and I'm actually trying to stick to it now. I know you hear it in other videos, and you may not believe me this time, but I'm trying. But so in today's video, we're just going to be talking tackle. I think I'm going to start doing something like that, especially when we're getting in these colder months right now, guys. And, you know, fishing's going to slow down for sure. I'm going to still do it. It's just going to be cold, and I don't know what the chances are of catching as many fish. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love winter fishing. It's actually probably one of my top 2 favorite seasons to actually fish. But anyway, guys, talking tackle. In today's video, we're going to be talking about underspins. You guys know how I love to go from here. Let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Carl's Bait and Tackle. Guys, it's the holidays, and Carl's is starting now. Santa Carl is coming to town, and guess what, guys? If you're a member, you can get up to 60% on some of that great stuff that they have, that Guggen stuff, that 10,000 fish, that Biospine. And you know what's really cool right now? There's a $1 deal going on right now for that Shimmer Shad by 10,000 fish, and those bait fish stuff right now, guys, is just taking off. So get over there, become a member. You get free shipping. That's my favorite part. I always mention that part. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so we're talking about underspins. What is an underspin exactly? Well, this is an underspin. This right here is actually a new one that 10,000 Fish just released. It's their Cycle Blade underspin. But essentially what you're looking at is a jig head that has a blade under it. And, you know, this causes a lot of vibration under the water, and it causes some more flash under there. Now, there is another one that it's a weighted belly hook. This one's just a no name that I had back just from a long time ago that I have. But this one has, you know, same kind of thing going for it. Got a blade underneath it. So you pretty much are dealing with a weighted hook. There's a weight here, or you're dealing with the weight in the head here. When it comes to the actual blade itself, on underspins, you're going to typically have smaller blades than you would on any, like on a spinner bait or things like that. These blades are going to be smaller because, you know, you want it to be able to clear here underneath the hook. So therefore you're looking at smaller ones. A lot of the times you see them more rigged with a willow blade versus a Colorado blade, but they got it pretty worked out on this one. Another popular blade that you see on underspins is an Indiana blade, which is kind of like a hybrid between a willow and a Colorado blade. Another cool thing to mention, a lot of the times, like I was mentioning about the blades, if you see, they just have a simple split ring right there. So if you don't like the willow blade and you want to put a Colorado blade on because you know it's slower time, so you do want to slow down some, and you want to put a Colorado blade on there, you can do that and get that bigger wobble action that you're looking for. Or an Indiana blade, like I said. That's a good little hybrid. That could work too. That might be a good option. But a lot of times you just have a simple split ring right there, and you can just switch it on out. So with this one, let's just talk a little bit about the disadvantages and the advantages to this one. A huge advantage to this one is that hookup ratio is pretty much just a guaranteed thing. Not guaranteed, I guess that's not the right word, but it's a good time. You know, you got a good chance with that open hook being there. They're gonna take that in, and if you hook set it right, you're gonna get that fish. The other advantage of it is it's you know, less of a profile. It doesn't have as much going on. And I feel like when you have it in the water, especially going down some like a rock wall, and you bring it in and it's just looking like that bait fish coming in, those fish just love attacking it. Now, a huge disadvantage is that it's not weedless. There isn't a weed guard on it or anything like that. So when it comes to heavier weeds and woods and things like that, this model definitely isn't what you're looking to throw. When you're in those situations, you're looking more to throw the weedless situation, this one here. This one's going to be with the belly weighted hook here, and you can make it Texas rig it right there, to expose it, and it goes. And it'll go down, it'll stay weedless. You have a better chance of staying weedless. Now, there are disadvantages of that too, because a lot of the times if they don't, bite it, and we know in the fall time and in the winter time, they start getting more finicky about how they bite. So if they start biting just a little bit and they don't take that whole hook in, it may not hook set. So there's advantages and disadvantages in both. You definitely would be best to take both with you in a scenario, so that way you can effectively fish your pond or your water, your body of water that you're fishing. Both of them are good to have. When you're talking about a trailer on an underspin itself, you never fish an underspin without some sort of trailer. Typically, you're going to be fishing it with some sort of paddle tail trailer like this Exopod by Biospon. This looks like a great profile. I love this profile. I actually keep it pretty much just like this when I fish it, because it mimics the bluegill. I got the bluegill pattern. It gives the extra little flash. They're typically coming up from under, and they're going to grab at that. They'll get it, just take it all in. Now, sometimes a paddle tail can just give you too much action. So then you want to throw something on. I have it here somewhere. What did I do with it? Did I just not bring it over here? Oh, no, it's right here. Here we go. So, if you haven't tried these yet, the Yoda worms, like 10,000 fish, it has a tickle tail action. The action just isn't as wild as it is on a paddle tail. So try something like that, or even something like the Guggen Dart, where it's more like this versus, a paddle tail just goes kind of nuts. It's getting colder out there right now, but these are still great options to throw, especially in those ponds, guys. They're attacking the bait fish, and this right here just imitates that perfectly. You put it under there, throw some flash, it twirls, it vibrates, it gets the attention. Those Colorado blades are great for the cold weather, by the way, because it slows it down. Everything right now is starting to slow down, so the action of everything needs to be slower too. You don't want it to move too fast, because if it moves too fast, then it's going to look funny, and they're going to think, okay, no, that's not right, and they're not going to attack it at all. The biggest thing about, as far as getting your blade and your trailer to work together is the action. You kind of want the actions to be whatever the fish are looking for in your pond. You can always change it up and try different ones, and they're bound to try something. That's kind of the fun of it, really, is, throwing a couple of different options and seeing what they like. Do they want it faster still? Do they want it slower? Maybe they want it somewhere in the middle, so you can have like a Colorado blade with a paddle tail, or maybe they don't like the action of the paddle tail, so you keep your willow leaf on there, but put something on there like that Yoda worm. Another cool thing about underspins is that there are these cool little things. So this is essentially an underspin that you can just throw into like your regular old like soft plastic. Do you see how like everything I have around me is just kind of here what I need? I didn't do that on purpose. I've been fishing with these lately. This is like the perfect example. So you have it, and you can just simply make your plastic. And watch me not do that. I've never actually like done this. I'm getting used to it. I'm starting to do this kind of stuff. So forgive me for the mess up. But you just literally spin it into your plastic, and boom, your plastic becomes a little underspin. So you can buy these little blades over at Carl's Bait and Tackle. These are literally Carl's Stash power spinners. I had another one. It's a willow blade. I put it in a little worm not too long ago. I wanted to see what it did. But perfect little profile. That's so cool. And you can just literally make your plastic into an underspin. So therefore, you don't even have to buy the hook if you don't want to, and you just want to go ahead and buy the blade. Boom. It's a little extra. I forgot about that. But yeah, there you go, guys. Underspin, extra blade, spinners. I don't know what you call them. I guess they're just extra spinner blades. All right, guys. I'm going to leave you there. Let me know what you guys think about this. Truly. Because it's getting cold out. So, I'm thinking about calling this Talkin Tackle. And then whatever tackle we're talking about. I think that was a lot to say because I had blueberry in my mouth. But I'm going to finish eating my blueberry muffin, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if I missed something. I'm kind of just going over the basics. I just want to really go over all the tackle that I'm using here lately and like what I'm doing with it. I'm even going to go over plastics and all those fun stuff too because I'm becoming a tackle junkie. And I just want to come out of that closet already, guys. I love tackle. It's all over. And it's time we talk about it. Anyway, guys. You guys know how it goes. We're out here fishing. We are out here not catching today or yesterday. We're out here eating a blueberry muffin and talking about underspins. I don't know. You really can't complain, right? Nope. No complaints. This blueberry muffin's so good. Have you had a blueberry muffin today? It's really filling in the mouth. I don't know how I'm gonna do this video now.